Morning, folks. We are over here at the new Blandford Homes community. I think there might be a couple other construction companies in on this, but there's still no pricing information released. But you can see how they're setting up their pour all the way around. Looks like they did some over there already. Get the footers. This is like probably like a spillway from the water will come down from the, so I can work on that. And then I'm not touching the transmission right now. I need to get more, I need to put more planning into it because I don't want to get under there and then I can't fully pull off the pan again, or maybe this time I can't pull the filter O-ring. So I'm just not taking any long trips with it right now, but we're gonna go in here and take a look. I don't recommend this for anyone. I have to check my tires. There's some signs right there. It's like a EC or UC sign at the entrance. It's like a, maybe that's like the construction company. Yeah, see those, remember I was saying those belly dumps, they do like a lot of scraping, but they're the ones that do a lot of this elevation work. And all of these are mapped out pretty cool. They got their manholes in, and that would be a nice visual right there to show you guys how it looks deep down. Because they have to go so many feet down just to get to the to put their sewer lines. And those belly dumps, the scrapers, they do a lot of this elevation work. See their water's in right there. Got a couple shut-off valves. All the elevation right there you're looking at, that's a lot of work by the belly dumps, because they go with their grader specs or survey specs on elevation and how high to scrape and how low to go. And that's pretty nice. I'm always amazed at how they just cruise, and slowly but surely they take care of all of the elevation work. You can see all these stakes here. And I think think probably by the end of 2026, maybe, you're gonna see this all transformed into brand new homes. And the ground is such that you can, seems like you can readily put in swimming pools. So it should be fine for that. And they still haven't given any pricing information. They said early 26 is when they're going to release prices and designs. Most of this is, I believe, Blandford homes. I know at least they're part of it. And they're pretty pricey. They like, just by, the missus and I have been kind of watching them for a while, and we've noticed they like to build by freeways. There's a couple up in Mesa right now that are by freeways. But yeah, look at all these different elevations. There's going to be so many different homes here. I don't know how many styles. I think, and I'm not too thrilled about it, but I think I read when the announcement was made that there's going to be some sort of multifamily here as well, like a I don't know, maybe condos or something. So yeah, look at this, it's nice, huh? 2026, I'll drive you guys through here again and I'll show you how it looks. There's gonna be, I don't know how many homes in here. Man, imagine if the Hopi tribe could get a construction company and just buy land or develop on the land they own and just build some nice high-end homes and sell them for a lot. Because they already own the land. That's a lot of the, sometimes, especially down here, the land acquisition is like a huge chunk. Especially this part, because this was initially just supposed to be like a state land reserved for, you know, nature. And then I don't know, somebody lined somebody's pockets, I imagine, and they probably did a swap or something. I don't know how those backroom political deals are done, but next thing you know, they're developing here. I don't think a lot of people were thrilled because it was, I mean, number one, they didn't really want a freeway back here. For so long, it was just one way in, one way out. And they got the freeway, and a lot of people were complaining of an increase in crime. Sometimes you see on the neighborhood posts that there's been some vehicles stolen, stuff like that. So they wanted to keep it natural back here. You can see how they have their things blocked off. It says designated 404 area. So during monsoon, if it rains a lot, it'll hopefully stay within those confines and not erode all of this beautiful work. Okay, let's continue. But yeah, I just saw my wheel. Yeah, good luck running down the road, doing some exercise. But look at these gradients here. It's nice. My dad used to do a lot of these surveys for roads and really like highways and stuff. And I don't think he's ever done a residential survey. development like this, but he sees the plans, get it done. I wanted to go to this store that's, I guess, close to work. It's a survey store, just to see what kind of equipment they have and what kind of prices they run. Look at its trails all the way up the backside of the mountain there. I wanted to go to this place. It's it's across the casino, basically, kind of north of the casino, and we're not really gonna go that way. I could go that way, but it's just gonna be pretty much all the same. And it has basically it's on state land. I found out it's on state land, but someone dug a long rectangle and then they covered it with a metal roof. So I don't know what's in there, but I've been wanting to go check it out sometime. That'll be more informative than just cruising. I'll see if you guys who can answer this question. So, in the Phoenix area, what manufacturer or company has the lowest priced brand new cars for sale, and what price point are they starting at? Let's see how many of you can answer that correctly without looking at cars.com. Just do a quick top of your head. What car company has the lowest prices here in the valley, and what price point are they offering their brand new vehicles? You'll be surprised to look at the layers of sand right there and rock. At the base of the mountain, it's mostly rocky, but let's see, there's one house there, one house here, another one here. Lots, huh? The other one here. Ours is in a tiny lot too, you can see. But these, I would get one that maybe backs up. That's a nice backyard. Well, you're gonna be right by the road. Never mind. It's too much traffic. I would get one maybe over there by the fence or the block fence. That way you can kind of see what's going on. Look over it. I don't know if I want to watch the freeway, but you could at least look at the building. So there's the sign right there. It says Blandford Homes, Upper Canyon. Reserve 100 LLC, Tim Martin. So at least this back part maybe is Blandford. Look at this little single-family home. Man, I don't even know how many homes are going to fit in here. A ton, that's for sure. This is probably going to be like a recreation, like grassy area or something. That's what we were watching them work on the other day with it. How many people are up there? I think when the sun hits the windshield at a certain angle, that's when it gets blurry. Because I notice it does that like when you're at a stoplight facing the sun. See that yellow tank over there? It says DR Copeland. So they must be doing this side. This side of the block. I didn't see their sign up. Missed a turn, folks. D.R. Horton side over there, I believe. Yeah, this one's probably going to be built up first because they got the walls already. Camera back up, hold on. Alright folks, that concludes the tour of the new community. One portion seems to be D.R. Horton and the other seems to be, well, is Blandford Homes. And this entrance sign has an EC or something, or UC. But yeah, that's the latest and greatest around here. In the end of 2026, it's gonna be way